Hello to you all, and welcome to Pyramid Energy. If you're new to the channel, I'm so pleased you're here. And if you're returning, welcome back. This is a brief message, at least that's what I think for now. It's been coming through quite strongly. I didn't expect to record anything today, and this one just wants to come through me. I'm speaking to somebody who recently encountered something, some kind of experience that has inspired you. Okay, this is what this can look like is you see something, you speak to someone, you get a window into a different way of doing something, and now you're inspired. But this inspiration, your absorption of it, is making it very difficult to remain comfortable doing what you were doing before. And so I'm speaking to somebody who has developed some form of stability and routine around something that they know very well. The way you do it works. However, you've now been inspired. And you've absorbed this inspiration to a point where it's actually, I don't want to say tainted, but it's made your usual way of doing life and doing things, whatever this is that it's shifting, dissatisfying. If you're really honest with yourself, if you look at this, it's rather that the inspiration has made it hard to ignore that this thing is dissatisfying, because it's been dissatisfying for an extended period of time already. And so it's important to recognize that the reason you were even open to this inspiration affecting you in this way is because you were already dealing with a little bit of a hole, a gap. And believe that you felt inspired because there's a space that was waiting to be filled. And so this is really around opening yourself up to accept that this has happened for a reason and that the shift has already happened. And that the return to your former interest, your former routine, your former way of working has sort of ended, because the feeling that you used to get from it is no longer real. Okay. And so we're talking about someone who has stood still now. You've stood still and you're sort of lingering in this space where you're not willing to accept yet or admit or actually write down that you want that. This could be any relationship in your life, the relationship between you and your work, the relationship between you and another person. It could be anything, even your relationship with yourself. We're considering a different way of looking at life, because what I'm seeing is that this shifts, fundamentally, your foundation will be shifting because of this. There are a lot of things you do a certain way based on how your foundation works. We can call this a paradigm. They're saying to stay open to new possibilities. They also want you to become aware that satisfaction and inspiration are very important when it comes to the quality of what you're building and developing. And so they're saying to remain comfortable is also to accept that this way of life will become increasingly dissatisfying, and that the quality of whatever it is you're experiencing or doing is also going to start to be affected negatively. I am not here to alarm you. I'm here to lift this possibility to the surface. If you notice your behavior, you'll notice that you're even afraid. You actually know this. You know And whoever I'm speaking to, you know what I'm talking about. You are afraid to say it, because as soon as you say it, it activates a new timeline. A timeline that doesn't allow you to revert to pretending to yourself that that works for you. They're saying that you have elevated beyond this paradigm. The kind of experience that's now available to you it feels trapped, and it's leaving you feeling suffocated within the confines of the space you currently are in. And so what they actually are asking you to do, they're talking about trusting the process, trusting yourself, trusting the same system that made sure that you encountered this inspiration to ensure that you receive the new structure, the new way, but that it is run on trust, because this new way does not provide steps, processes, rules, certificates. It doesn't work with confines. That's what they're trying to share. It doesn't work with confines. When you think about this thing that's starting to inspire you, it does create a sense of discomfort, but it almost feels like forbidden fruit. It sets your heart on fire. Just the possibility. Now they're saying, imagine if you were to unleash the dragon. They said that. Symbolism around the dragon is speaking to me a lot about fire, protection. I'm seeing this dragon spitting this fire, and I'm seeing that it's like the breath of the dragon is what is the fire. And so this protective system knows exactly what it needs to burn in order to make way for you to fly. Okay, so you're sort of on the back, riding on the back of this dragon. It is protecting you by burning away at these things. These things are, yes, mindsets, but they're more like these ideas that you will not be embraced or accepted in this new place, that you might not be sufficiently prepared for this new space. They're saying, well, you are creating this new space. And so if you are creating this new space through accepting what your heart is trying to tell you, what is telling you that you are not enough for this new space? You're afraid of the unknown. You're not afraid of the new space. You and the new space have actually already fallen in love with each other. Again, I'm not focusing on a person. This is a relationship. This is a way of doing life. And that's what I mean by it's asking you to shift some fundamental things, some labels that used to keep you feeling safe are no longer giving you the room you need to expand. Hence the discomfort. I'm going to leave this message here. I did say it was going to be brief. I hope that it has landed in the right places, because whatever it is that you are transforming is incredibly special. It's born of you, and it wants to be spoken through you. It wants to come out into the world. And it also wants you to become an inspiration to others around not fearing change, and how accepting your heart's desire can actually transform your life and your being. There's a relief that comes with accepting what it is you want, because the weight of the things that we no longer want and that no longer serve us, those are the heaviest. And if you imagine yourself on the back of this dragon, you cannot take baggage with you, a whole lot of baggage of rules and all that. You're riding a dragon. Sending you all so much love.